as I was scrolling through Steam the other day, this game kind of caught my eye, and if you know me at all, I'm really into games that have sort of this pixel graphic style, I guess, or anything that's sort of like 8-bit or 16-bit or, you know, whatever the case may be. Just anything with that sort of art style. So I clicked on it, you know, because I like to look at games that are like that, because, you know, some of them may be good. And as I was looking through the screenshots and kind of looking at the videos and everything that they have on the Steam page, it really reminded me a lot of Stardew Valley. And I really enjoyed Stardew Valley. And with Animal Crossing coming up, there's, you know, any sort of like game that's anywhere remotely close to that is always super cool and like a calm, relaxing kind of game to play here and there. And it's just, you know, something different than what you normally play, because most PC games revolve around using, you know, guns and weapons and this and that, and it's all action or adventure based and stuff like that, which this game is considered a adventure RPG, but the other genre that it kind of claims itself to be is a social simulator, that's what I would classify sort of Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing to kind of be in. So, as I was looking through the store page and everything, I noticed that the game itself doesn't come out until spring 2020, and they actually do have a demo available, which I thought was really interesting, because the only recent game that I've seen that even remotely has a demo or anything like that is Resident Evil 2, of all games, had a demo. So, I don't know, I think demos are kind of like a lost art form, because it's a really great way for you to like put like a small section of your game out there, or just put like a time limit on your game and let people kind of play it and make their own opinion without having to buy it, and then like if they're like, like I don't like this, they you know, refund it, and you have to go through the heartache of, you know, gaining money and then losing money as a developer, or however that process works. But I thought this was really cool, so of course I downloaded it, and yeah, that's what you're seeing in the background here is the Autumn Town demo. And so we're going to kind of break it down a little bit and kind of look through it, and I'll kind of give you some thoughts. So you're playing as this little grape. I can only assume he's a grape. It doesn't really say he is, but he looks like a grape, especially from the like little cover art or whatever of the game. But you play as a grape called Concord, and you have like two little like friends that you're kind of going through the demo with, and the whole basis of the demo is that you're going to Autumn Town, and apparently Autumn Town has been overrun with the rot, which are these sort of like little sludge enemies that almost look like Muck or Grimer from Pokemon, in like a pixelized form, I guess, and they just kind of like slither around, and I guess they've, you know, taken over the town, and all of the residents are either gone or like in hiding or whatever the case may be. So you're there to kind of save the day, because you are known as a village guardian, and you're kind of just going up there to help everybody out and try to get rid of the rot, so that way the town can kind of return to normal and function as it normally would. And I thought that was a really cool concept. So although I was expecting something more along the lines of Stardew Valley, where it's, you know, go over here, do this, make relationships with people, like have fun just doing stuff around the town, this is a little bit more adventure oriented, which is kind of nice. Some games don't really benefit from that kind of stuff, but I thought this was cool. As you kind of make your way through some of the dialogue and stuff like that at the beginning of the demo, you actually leave this little area that I'm in right now on the screen, and you go outside, and there's sort of like a village like message board or something like that one of the other characters in the game tells you about, and it kind of just has like little like side quests or like stuff like that posted on it that the villagers would normally want you to do, but he makes them up as, you know, the villagers are obviously not in the greatest of positions. So your goal pretty much for the demo itself is to, you know, rid the town of the rot and gain access to the sewers, because the town water canals are completely empty. So as you progress through the little demo and make your way through just the small little areas and stuff like that, and follow him all the way to the end, you talk to the merchant or whatever. I guess he's like a traveling salesman. and he basically runs you through the whole premise of you need to go over to this next little house over and, you know, take out some enemies that are inside, so that way you can get the key to the sewers, and hopefully you can go through the sewers and turn the water back on for the town. So, of course, after you've already grabbed the key and, you know, taken out any of the rot or enemies or whatever there was in the way, you make your way over to the sewer gate and open it up with your friend, and you go inside of the area where the, you know, entrance to the sewers are, and it lets you know, like, there's these little, like, informational pop-ups and stuff like that that kind of show up and, you know, teach you stuff about the game or give you just small information, like panels, I guess, about whatever you're doing or whatever you're close to. And, yeah, so it tells you that the sewer itself is known as like a dungeon, and that if there's going to be puzzles inside, and if you can't complete a puzzle, you basically just go back to the previous screen and come back and it'll reset the puzzle for you. So I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't really expect there to be, you know, puzzles and stuff, but I guess puzzles are kind of the nature of, you know, most adventure RPGs. Like, there's going to be puzzles scattered throughout. And I thought that was really cool. So you go through, and it's basically just a bunch of, like, pushing puzzles where it's like, hey, you know, you need to get this object to this location, and, you know, obviously in some of the more, you know, difficult ones, it's like, oh, like, they're in a certain order where if you push one the wrong way, you're going to have to reset the puzzle. You know, pretty standard stuff. But you make your way all the way through, and at the very end of it, you grab this item that I don't really know. I don't think it really explained what it was, but I could have just ended up skipping over some of the text, maybe. But you grab the item and everything, and you come back in, and then through the floor, this big creature kind of like pops out of the room, and you have to, you know, complete a puzzle while he's trying to attack you, so that way you and your little friend or teammate or whatever you want to call him can escape, because it'll open the gate for you. And once you do that, it tells you that once you exit the next screen, the video or the demo is over with. And yeah, so it's finished at that point. It only took me about 30 minutes to beat it, which wasn't too much. And that was with me kind of exploring around a little bit and grabbing little collectibles or resources or whatever there is when you break these little crates and stuff like that. But I don't know, it was kind of cool. It doesn't give you a whole lot of context about, like, what the actual game is going to be, you know, trying to push you through, but I guess this was like a good little demonstration of, like, the game mechanics, and it shows you a dungeon and everything. And I don't know, I'm definitely interested. The game itself seems fun and kind of cool, and I would be interested to see it when it comes out in the spring, if it's going to be like the full game or if it's just going to be like an early access thing. I don't know for sure, but I don't know. I'll try to keep my eye on it because this was kind of fun. So, I mean, if you guys want to try this out, it is completely free. It's just a demo anyway, so you can head over to their store page. I'll leave a link in the description for that. And obviously they're kind of pushing you to add it to your wish list, as you can't pre-purchase the game or anything like that at the moment. So, I don't know. I have it on my wish list just because I'm interested in it, and hopefully Steam will notify me whenever it comes out. So yeah, go over there and download the demo and play it for yourself, and if you like it, you know, let me know, because I thought this was kind of cool. Something different. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thought you guys might be kind of interested in this game, and I'll see you in the next one. So, have a good one.